Hi guys, it's Mooregirl and welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? Today we're going to talk VSG and my weight loss. So today is, guess what guys, my SURGEVERSARY. 2 months today since I had my surgery on December 10th in 2018. Okay, so I had my surgery here in Las Vegas at Desert Springs Hospital with Dr. Bernie Hanna, well-renowned surgeon here in Las Vegas. Exactly 2 months. I wanted to do it today. That's why I didn't upload anything last week. So I want to tell you my progress and how it started. And today, just talking about what I think about the whole thing and pros and cons and how I feel about it. It's not going to be an extremely long video. And of course, some body shots. I wore this today so you can see. And I'm going to show you some photos that I put on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, because they kind of like see things just before you do. So I'll put a couple body shots of the transformation between the December and the February. So all right guys, I want to show you this. So let's start with stats. Okay, when I started my journey back last year, and I would just say, even though my highest weight, and it was actually when I had my stroke, it was 266. That was my highest weight, and y'all did see the pictures on the first video. If not, guys, check that out. Now just before I seen the doctor, my highest weight was when I had my stroke. There's sister girl there, and my weight was 266 pounds. And you did see, you know, those photos, and I showed you that before. It's in my first video when I discussed this and the reason why I had the surgery. My surgery date is December 10th. I weighed in 246, and then now I am 223. So in the past 2 weeks, I haven't seen you. I lost, was it almost 4 pounds, 2 pounds a week. So that's not too bad. At least I broke that stall, because remember, I had the longest stall ever. And that stall lasted me at least about, I would say about 3 weeks. So once I broke the stall, and I had to change some things that I did. So the first thing I did was I changed my eating. Just because you have this surgery doesn't mean you can still eat whatever you want, because you're not going to lose the weight. So I suggest, if you're stalling, watch what you're eating. So as I said in my last video, I actually altered my eating from protein, fats, carbs, almost like that bariatric type keto program. So what I did was, I'm mostly on protein and veggies. That's all I eat. No dairy, no fruits. I'm not on raw vegetables yet because I'm still at 2 months. So my 3rd month, I can now have salads, which I think you can only have a small portion, because you don't want to fill yourself on salads, because you still got to get that protein in your tiny, tiny little sleeve. Okay, but at least I do miss having some things. And that's what I kind of want to discuss today. You know, some of the things, the pros and cons, would I have done it again? So far, it's only 2 months. Maybe a year from now, I would talk about that again. But the things that I noticed, the you lose weight, you know, you do. Blood pressure went down in a matter of like 10 days. My blood pressure went down a lot, from like 168 to 108. So that was a plus as well. The cons was sort of, it's not what you think. It's really not easy. You know, it's almost like doing it naturally. The only difference is that, you know, you just can't overeat. Kind of, you know, so I thought I could just eat healthy, and my nutrition says no, because what you're doing is the same thing. Even though I'm not filling myself up with snacks and cookies and candies and chips, what I was doing, and my mistake was, when I did my protein shake, then I would eat like an hour later. The protein shake was a replacement meal, not to have the shake plus the meal, and that is what I was doing incorrectly. So once I start protein, then 2 hours later, maybe a slice of cheese. That's it. That's about the only dairy I'm eating. Then I will have my lunch, which is chicken and veggies. Then I will have my either another dinner, or I would have another protein shake. That's when it was coming off like maybe half a pound every other day. Now I started to see the difference. So that is what worked for me. And plus it didn't take up extra water. And I started to do fruit infusion, which is oranges, lemons in the water, and fruit. I can't do lemons, anything that's citric by itself. I can't eat an orange. It's still too acidic for me. I can't have anything. Another thing that I was finding myself having a mistake of doing is salad dressings. I like to dip my chicken, so all my salad dressings, I'm looking at the regular, and you know, keto is like, oh, the fat. No, thank you. I'll stick to my Greek yogurt, which is only 45 calories and like less than 1 carb. So I stick with the instead of the keto one where they say you can have fats and your salad dressing doesn't matter. I don't know who's been saying. I think it's so many different things with the keto. So I'm like, I can't quite follow that whole program. So what I did was I took some of what they were saying it, but I still did like the Greek yogurt instead of regular salad dressing. And I noticed it was a third of the calories. I'm not calorie counting too much. My calories are still about 500. And though it depends, if I have 2 shakes and chicken that day, it might go from 450 to maybe a little over 5. It doesn't really go over like 600-700. I haven't done that in a while. I think maybe once or twice I actually got that high, and that is when I was incorporating salad dressings and things like that. Now I replaced the salad dressings with guacamole. So if I wanted something to dip or to eat with my chicken, I have guac because that's a high healthy fat. So that worked as well. One thing I do miss, and one thing I wish I knew was when you go out, and I know my friends love me dearly and I love y'all too, but it's hard to go out with you guys. It's hard to go out with your friends because again, you're sitting there and you're watching them eat and enjoy, and they're looking at you like almost like pity, like, oh, you can't eat that. Oh, you almost feel like you're pity, So, that's the only thing like that. And then going out drinking, I can't drink yet. I really don't drink. But even if I went out for a glass of wine, that's going to be like 9 months or 12 months. Some people do it a month later. I'm following my nutritionist and my doctor. So whatever they do, they do. I'm just going to follow what I'm doing and keep that low. And anyway, I don't want any additional calories. I want this weight off. It's taken so long. So I'm not going to jeopardize it having a sweet, anything like that. Another thing was, I don't miss so much. I'm an ice cream eater. Oh my God, I'm a sugar eater. I am not a foodie, but I am a junk food kind of eater, so I don't have a bunch of food on my plate. I never really did, but what I was eating was either high sodium, high fat, and it was sugar, and high carbs. So, and that is what I did when I did pescatarian. And what I should have done when I did pescatarian was to watch the protein. And I'm noticing for me, my body, protein is key. Stay away from the sodium as much as you can because I feel bloated and I do not lose weight. Okay, so some things I did have to say no to. Trying to think, another thing I miss is just eating regular. My brain, I do get sick here and there because I eat too fast. I'm still eating too fast because like when I wake up in the morning, I always start with a protein shake. Then I try to wait. Try to have a slice of cheese or something or a couple spoons of guac so I have something in between as a snack. And then at lunch, I'm devouring my food. They said 20 minutes. I'm devouring my food in like 5 minutes. Then I end up like sick, like really bad stomach pain. So I still have to learn to eat slower, and I have to learn that I'm not eating my regular meal. So I can't put 3 wings on my plate because I can only eat 1. So that is another thing I'm learning to curb and to alter and to change and to start thinking differently. As far as exercise, nothing's changed. Nothing changed there. Exercise didn't change. My body is forming. It came down really quickly. I still don't understand how I could lose so many inches and only lose 2 pounds. It looked like I've lost. When you see the 2-month difference, it looked like I lost 40 pounds. Excuse my voice. When you see the 2-month difference, it looked like I lost 40 pounds. I only lost 22 since surgery. From December 10th to February 10th, I lost 22. From my highest weight around my stroke to now, I lost 42. But it seemed like I lost 42 since the surgery, the way my body is shaping, which is good, but it just confuses me. So another thing, we just have to stop looking at the scale. I do the scale, but I stop obsessing it. If I do it like maybe every other day, the scale will drive you crazy. It will. Anybody that's going through this, I know a couple people said they're in the pre-op. Don't go crazy with the scale. I watch every YouTuber, they said the same thing, and we still do the same thing because we expect that weight to come off like this. And you'll get disappointed when a week or 2 go by and nothing happens. And it's frustrating and you're going to doubt yourself. So I've been there. I've done that for like 3-4 weeks straight. I was so frustrated. I was yelling at the doctor's office like, oh my God, all this work and nothing. But then once you get to a certain point, you do see the weight come off. So I stopped obsessing how much I was losing. And again, if something's not working for you, watch what you're eating and maybe alter something. Like I said before, I did the elimination. So I noticed when I was having soup, no weight loss. Dairy, no weight loss. So I just eliminate those foods, then it came off. So, and then just compensate for something else, either low sodium or just broth, you know, or some tea or something like that. As long as you're getting your protein in. And I'm getting in about 70 grams, between I say 60 to 70 grams. Sometimes I go up to 76 grams of protein. My fat is normally around 35, 45. My carbs is usually around 20. I try not to go too much over that. And usually when I eat chicken and protein shakes that day, it's barely any carbs. So it's mostly going to be higher in fat and higher in protein. So I keep it simple. You know, I'm not craving anything. Best thing, I'm still not craving sugar. One time I had something like, I want something like a little sweet. I had some carrots that I did glazed carrots. So I did carrots. I did put a spoon of brown sugar, a spoon of like that, like vegan type butter, let it steam, take a few carrots at a time. It just, you know, it just sort of satisfied that sweetness. But other than that, I don't have a craving for ice cream as much as I was addicted to it. No craving for ice cream and cakes. Some people don't, they forget to eat because they don't feel like they need to eat. I do feel like I need to eat. That is not one, you know, for me. But I do want to eat all of the time. But when I eat, it's going to be just something to satisfy me, and that's it. It's something that's going to be pretty much healthy now. Again, I can't wait till I get to the point where I'm in month 3. We're not going to actually have some salads. Now I couldn't have salads anyway because the dressings. The yogurt dressing, as long as I eat a little bit of it, is fine. Anything like a vinaigrette, I would not touch because anything that get acidic, oily, too oily, high in fat will, you know, irritate my sleep. So I stay away from things like that. So, again, no regrets having surgery. The pain level was hardly anything. Once the pain medication was off, the few days afterwards, that lasted maybe 4 days. Medication took care of that. I was up and walking like an hour after surgery. It was no problem. My scars, yes. Oh my God, if you guys want to see it, you barely see it. I have like one here. All my scars are low around where my navel is, so it's not visible. Like I actually, if I lose all the weight, probably could wear a 2-piece. Yes, at my age, I could probably wear a 2-piece bathing suit as long as I tone some stuff up. I do want to show you my problem areas. I do need to get to the gym a little more often. Again, I'm doing aquatics. I'm doing Zumba. I haven't done any like a body pump class yet. So, and when you see my shoulders, you think I did, but I haven't. My body is actually going back exactly the way it was. I'm gonna show you how I looked before I moved here. I think I posted on, I don't know if I posted on my Instagram, but I'll show you here my size before I moved to Las Vegas, and I was a lot smaller. So I'm just trying to get back to that size and maybe like 10, 15 pounds a little lower. I don't want to be thin. I'm too a little bit too old for that. I do not want to be too thin. I want to have my curves, and I'm getting some hella curves, guys. And hella curves. I don't even know where these curves coming from, but I'm working on it, and I need to do a little bit more ab exercises because, you know, when I used to exercise back a few years ago when I lost weight, I noticed my tummy was in more because I was doing a lot of abs, a lot of core. So that is something I had to increase, is my core along with my cardio. So I'm going to start working on it this week. And instead of going to the gym like once, twice a week, I need to start going at least 3, 4 times a week. So I need to increase that as well. So guys, I'm going to show you some before and afters, and I'm going to show you some body. Yes, that's why I'm wearing it, so you can see, you know, I can't have something big and bulky on you be like, oh, we want to see. So I just want to show you what my body looks like now, and you guys already saw what it looked like, you know, before the surgery. And I'm going to show you the day before the surgery. I'm going to show you just before the surgery. It was just a couple days. A friend of mine took that picture just before the surgery, and then I'm wearing the same exact outfit, and you're gonna see the difference of how the outfit looks 2 months later. All right, guys, let me show you this. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna show you what I look like. I'm gonna pull my hair back so you can see here All right, I can see a little bit more here in my shoulders. Let me pull this back. See here, when I work out here, you can see a little bit more bone here, structure. Okay, you can see me curve more here. My tummy I have to work on. Okay, so I want to show you what it looks like. Okay, so here I have to work on this here. Okay, this came down a lot and I'm really surprised. This came back so quickly. I'm curving here. I have to do some core exercises here. Okay, my hips are curving. Look at those curves. Like I told you before, I got to work on the arms because I do a lot of hip adductors exercises. When I do exercises, I do the inner and I do the outer. Okay, so when I do my exercises, it's the machine that goes in and the one that goes out for your outer curves and your inner curves. Or you can lay it on the, your hip and do your leg lifts. You can do that as well. So this I need to work on. This, of course, this Kim K, this little booty here, is coming down some, but it's still a booty, I'm gonna tell you. I don't have to worry about doing any glutes, guys. I don't have to worry about doing any exercise for my glutes. It's all there. So that's how I look. And like I said, work on hair. All this area is the same. I didn't lose too much breast tissue yet. I'll know because I still want to come down maybe about 60. My goal weight is 160 and I'm 223. So I'm hoping by the end of the week, can I be like 221? I have been out of the 20s so quickly. Those 30s took at least 3 to 4 weeks to come out the 30s. The 20s, I'm on maybe 2.5 weeks. But I think the 30s took a little longer. Okay, so maybe just 3 more pounds, I'll be, in the 30s. In my next video, I'll probably do a couple weeks from now. So hopefully I'll be more like 220 or 219. All right, guys, so this is it. Like I said, this used to be really hung over here. Okay, as you can see, and it was really hung over, and I could see these here stretch pants. I couldn't even get up past my hips. So now they're up on my hips. They're up and over. It's no problem here as well, here as well. So a lot of this is losing. Okay, so again, that's it. Like I said, work on this navel here. My scar is here, here, and a down here. That's it. Like I said, if I wore a 2-piece to here, I have a nice belly, y'all. A nice belly. I haven't seen it in such a long time. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you that and look at the couple more before and afters. All right, guys, it's your Mooregirl. I will see you at the next weigh-in, probably in about 2 weeks. All right, guys, it's your Mooregirl. Thanks again for watching my journey. This is another weight loss journey. All right, guys, it's your Mooregirl.